Hey guys, Jared here from Focus Group Florida, Keller Realty. Focus Remodels when you love where you live and you want to make it better, and Focus Homes, your local custom home builder. It is the week of the Parade of Homes, so it's all hands on deck. You see, we're getting baskets for our pantry and we're getting it staged tomorrow. We're very excited about that. But now it's Real Estate Roundup, so let me tell you what's going on in real estate in Central Florida. The average sold home price is up $14,000 week over week. The housing shortage has gone up to 29%, and the new listings in Lakeland are down almost 25%. Let's have a look at the specifics for Lakeland and Polk County, Florida. In the last 7 days, the average home sold was a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom place. The square footage went up by 25 to 1835 square feet. That's under air. The average list price went up $18,000 to $371,000, and the average sold price went up $14,000 to $360,000. The average days on the market actually went down an entire week to 66 days. The sold price compared to the list price is now 97%. It was 98% last week, and frankly for a few weeks before that. And please remember that is the percentage of the contract price compared to the current list price. If that house was listed for $550 and the current price is $525 and they had a contract at 97% of that, that's the percentage we have. And also remember that does not include other incentives, whether they're getting a new roof, they're getting closing cost assistance, they're getting buy downs, and they got that. That is not included in the percentage. Excuse me, it's a little dry today. Okay. The average list price per square foot went up by $7, that's pretty hefty, to $200.29. The average sold price per square foot went up $4 per square foot to $194.20 per square foot. A couple things happened in pricing. We had larger homes on average, and we had more price per square foot, so that takes into account the $14,000 rise in pricing this week compared to last week. All right, let's have a look at listings, what's going on in listing activity. New listings are down about 25% in Lakeland. We had 80 new listings this week. The average sold listing went down by only 3 units to 73 closed homes. The new pendings went down by 11 to 89. And we have a new listing to pending ratio of 89.9%. And what that means is when that number is below 100, that means we are selling more homes than we're listing, and that is taking inventory out of the market. In Polk County, we have similar numbers. We have 97 fewer listings than last week at 364. We have 38 more closed listings at 311, and we have 38 less new pendings at 377, and they're at 96.6% replenishment ratio. All right, let's have a look at what's going on with an inventory. So as far as the canceled listings, the withdrawn listings, and the expired listings, those all went up slightly this week to 29 units. Last week we were at 24. That's an increase of 5. The monthly housing supplies, the latest number we have is for March 2025, and that shows it went down over a month. It was 5.44 months, and now it's 4.27 months. If you remember, 6 months is equilibrium. So we now have only 71% of the needed homes based upon sales absorption, and we have a 29% shortage, so strongly in the seller's market column. Please take a note. If you are thinking about selling your house, please price it correctly. I met a person today. They had their home listed for a year. That is a long time. Went through the house, many issues. The flooring was an absolute disaster. The paint, there was so much clutter. The yard was a mess. So he turned to me and said, I just need help. And I said, well, do you really need help? Do you want me to tell you the truth? He said, yeah. So I said, okay, you need to redo these floors. You need to repaint. You need to rip out everything in this garden. Take out that broken fence. Trim back these trees. Get rid of all this garbage. Anything you're not taking to your new house has got to go. We spent about an hour talking about the things he needs to do to sell that house. Now, he could have sold it for $60,000, $70,000 list price because there's so much work to do. I said, if you want to sell this for retail, this is what you need to do. If you have the ability to do it, we need to do it. If not, then we can't sell it for retail because it's not a retail home. And he was very nice. He was very understanding. He actually wanted feedback, which I appreciate. So please, if you're listing your house, listen to your agent. And if the numbers do not match the art, and what I mean by that is the numbers are the numbers. They say, hey, these homes sold for this price. It doesn't mean that your house is going to sell for that. You have a very good chance, but if your house is not updated, if it's not depersonalized, if it's not decluttered, if it's not clean, if it has projects, if there's things that need to be done and it's not truly move-in ready, you will not sell it for as much as other people who have all of those things in place. So please, do yourself a favor, listen to your real estate professional, price it correctly, and it will sell. We had a couple recently sell within 10 days, another one in 3 weeks. Very good pricing, not inexpensive homes, but they were priced correctly, and the customers took the time to make them market ready. And when you do that, it works very, very well. When you don't, you're chasing the market, you're continuing to price drops until you find what the market will pay. Anyway, I'll get off the soapbox now. Active listings are now 1,102. That's up 11 from last week. We noticed a difference in the listings that had a price drop. They actually went down by 34 to only 114. And in the county, it went down 74 to 625 out of more than 5,000 listings. So we saw a change there, and that makes sense if there's fewer homes available. The 30-year mortgage rate last week was 7.07%. This week, 6.98%. So a very small change, 0.09%. All right, things going on this week around Lakeland. So on the 24th is the annual Luau Absolute Blast at Citizens Bank downtown Lakeland. It's at 5:30. On Friday is the annual Swan Derby for LVIM. It's fantastic. I happen to be rowing in one of the swans for Roar, Florida, a charity I happen to love and support. And finally, the Parade of Homes Focus Remodels, our sister company, has an entry in the Parade of Homes at 746 Mississippi Avenue. I'm really excited. We have a historic home, and there was a mother-in-law home built onto it a few years back, and we have updated that house. It's absolutely gorgeous. We hope you can come that Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., and that is available to purchase for $899, $900. All right, guys, remember, if you have any questions about remodeling, about real estate, about custom home building, please feel free to reach out. Don't feel pressured that we're going to make you do something. We're here to help you. When you're ready to act, we are here to help you sell, build, buy, remodel, and purchase. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.